Welcome to Go Get Great, the podcast for aspiring entrepreneurs and ambitious small business owners. I'm your host, Brittany, owner of Brittany Miller Socials and mother of 3. Go Get Great is all about helping you make life and business work together. You'll learn about the fumbles that helped get me and my guests to where we are today so you don't have to make them. So come join the journey with Go Get Great. Okay, so welcome back to another episode of the Go Get Great podcast. I have a guest on today. I feel like it's been a really long time since I recorded with a guest. With our move and everything, it's been absolutely impossible to nail down my schedule and actually have people on. So I brought my live-in guest. Say hi, Grayson.
Hi.
So Grayson has kindly agreed to record with me today, and he has absolutely no idea what we're talking about.
I don't know what she's talking about ever.
Fair enough. Are you concerned at all? Okay. Well, I was on Pinterest because I've been on Pinterest a lot lately, looking for different home reno ideas and like inspiration for the house, and also birthday party themes. Because I decided to just magically plan our son's birthday in an hour today because that's all the time we've had. Because his birthday's on Sunday and today's Tuesday, so I need to get on it. And while I was on Pinterest, I found this checklist. It's called Questions to Ask Your Husband, the Modern Day Christian Woman. Okay, don't let us facilitate half of it.
Yeah, obviously you didn't.
No, but I thought that this would be a really fun podcast episode to do together. Since you guys seem to like having Grayson on the podcast, it's always entertaining.
I would like to have seen you do this not together. Sure, you said together. But you could have done it without.
No, but I mean, like, I just wouldn't have recorded the episode. This is why you didn't even get your own water. You're just drinking mine.
Well, no, because I filled it up, so therefore it's mine now.
Yeah, I think this will be fine. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3,
Sure,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. There's 10 questions. I don't know if we're going to make it through all 10 of them because I don't know how long we'll talk about each of them. But okay, so the first question. What do you love most about our life together?
Pass.
If it makes you feel better, I will also answer the questions after you answer the questions.
That's kind of a hard question. I'm sure they're all going to be hard questions. Or like, I'm just trying to think because I wouldn't do nearly as many things as we currently do if I was not in a relationship with you.
That's fair.
Which is probably a good thing. It doesn't feel like it. It's at the time, but like...
Shots fired. 45 seconds into our episode, and I've already been verbally assaulted.
Well, like I wouldn't... Yeah, like, I mean, I wouldn't really do anything at all if I was...
I doubt you've renovated 3 houses.
I probably wouldn't have even bought a house, so...
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't have one by now, that's for sure.
Well, not even a single income in this economy.
I mean, that's kind of what happened with it.
Fair. So I guess you would have maybe... Well,
No, I wouldn't have tried. Yeah, I wouldn't have tried to buy a house, so...
Actually, no, honestly, I don't know that you would have been able to afford it. No offense, because we also have my income, quote unquote, from the children.
But it's only
full-time income.
Well, it's 15% of our total income.
I guess.
So it kind of depends. If they include our total income being the kids, then it's actually quite a bit. If they only include our total income as income that does not come from the kids, then it's not a whole lot at all, to be honest.
That's fair. Yeah, so you know how.
But our first down payment was also like basically all you because you saved.
I had the 10 grand before we purchased Pearl Street in London.
But theoretically, if I had my current income and bought that house, I would have been able to afford it.
I feel like you probably would have been able to save a lot of money though if you didn't have me because I cost a lot of money.
To be fair, I did save a ton of money before. But I wouldn't have tried to buy a house with it. I would have just had a bunch of money.
I also wouldn't have 4.5 children. And you love them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what do I love about our life together?
See, this is the problem. Is like you take control of most of the life decisions. So now you got to come up with something you wouldn't have done if I wasn't in your life, which is like...
No, I mean, I love all the things we've been able to accomplish together. and I love our kids.
I know, but like, let's say you never started dating me, you would have found a way to buy a house.
Yeah.
You were definitely going to have kids.
Yep. But it doesn't mean that I don't love that I did it with you.
Well, and that's great, but if you would have done it anyways, it's not really our life together. I mean, like, it is, but you know what I mean? It's not that.
I don't really know how to answer the question now, but...
Well, this was my issue, too. It's like, okay, I thought of it along the lines of I wouldn't have done it if I was not together with you. Like, I did not have plans to do. Well, I mean, I probably had plans to buy a house at some point, but it wasn't really.
I wouldn't have a podcast if not for you.
Is that the best thing you like go to work together?
No, I mean, truthfully, we wouldn't have 4.5 children probably if not for you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would have put their foot down earlier.
There's a very not PG comment that I would make about that as well, but I'm not going to because I don't know who's listening to this. Okay. Moving on to the next question. How can I be a better partner and support you more?
Well, wait, you didn't really answer the last question.
What?
But you just like the kids? Is that the...
No, and I mean, I like the... Well, I can't really answer the question 100% because some of the answers that I would give are actually answers to questions later down the list as well. How can I be a better partner and support you more effectively?
Is asking you to stop doing... You know what I mean? Like maybe.
What would you like me to stop, Gracie?
maybe if we could just like own a house for more than like 3 years at the absolute maximum.
Okay, I mean, to be fair, we both know that the reason we sold the house was not 100% because I wanted to move. There were financial considerations and also like logistical considerations. Otherwise, we probably would have stayed there for more than 3 years.
No. I don't fully believe we're going to stay here for more than 3 years.
For the record, we are recording in an Airbnb right now. Yeah, who's talking about the house we're renovating. So I need to.
Like, did you want like a better answer than that?
I mean, kind of.
Because like, I mean, you're really on the go a lot. But I also kind of said that was the thing I liked about our relationship.
This is very contradictory.
It's kind of a bad answer to the question.
A little bit.
I guess support me more. It's like, my problem is I want to support you more because you're the one who does all of the things.
Okay, fair.
It's like, maybe if you just left me alone once in a while. Just kidding. I
shipped you off to the house last weekend.
I get lots of alone time. Not from the kids, but like, you let me do what I want if I want to do something else. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel pretty happy.
Perfect. Well, that's good. I'm glad.
You need to talk about work less.
Okay,
it's either work or a house, and it kind of depends. Because if we're done a house, then it's just all work.
My business is very all-consuming, and I'm pretty confident in ADHD brain, and it just does not shut off. I try.
If you would just stop doing new things, I think there would be less logistical questions.
I'm trying. We've talked about that.
But just in general.
I've actually been very proud of myself lately because for the last probably 6+ months, I've not actually done anything new in my business.
Yeah, you just talked about it.
No, but like I've been really intentional about going back and utilizing the things that I have done over the last 3 years and just putting them into a more effective money generating capacity.
Yeah, I guess that's for a while. That's kind of been our thing, is reformatting the things you currently have.
I just did a fuck ton of creation in the first 3 years. Okay, so how could you be more supportive of me, I guess, is what I have to answer. Better partner. Yeah, honestly, you like win partner of the year award. If I ask you, do it. So I really don't have much to say.
I'm sure you would prefer if I did a lot more things without you asking me.
I mean, yes. More so just like
honestly
some of the mental load of parenthood off of my plate because my brain does not shut off.
Well, that's the issue though, is I feel like you're like thinking about it while I'm at work, and then you're like, let me solve all of those problems. And I like can't. do it.
I feel bad for him, honestly. He'll like go on break after being at work for 3 hours and he'll have like 6 pages of text messages to read from me because my brain does not shut off. And it's like, oh, yeah, I need to tell him this. And oh, I have this question. And what the heck just happened?
It's one of those things where like you'll be like, can you play at the party? But then like, or like a birthday party, let's say. And then like maybe I would go and start planning the party. And then you'd be like, hey, so I thought of an idea for the party. You know what I mean? Like, and it just goes like that. And it's like, she's not going to do any less thinking or operating on this. I think she just wants me to make phone calls.
That would be helpful. I don't actually like talking on the phone, but you like talking on the phone less than me. So,
well, I'll make phone calls. I don't care. It's just usually you do it already. Like I'm not at home and you're like, hey, I called everybody.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Like today, how many people did I call today? 1, 2, 3. At least 3 different sets of people for things. Probably more. It just has to get done. I do not like having admin things on my plate. Okay, moving on to the next question. What are your hopes and dreams for our family?
Like, it's like we're kind of in the middle of like doing half this time.
Okay, well, I'll share with class.
Well, I mean, like right now we're basically making, I mean, at least close to a dream house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think it's gonna be the most ideal. Like, we could probably live.
I don't think
a slightly better spot than, like, more.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be our final house, but I think we're like getting.
Oh, are we going to get one of those?
Well, eventually.
We need to keep a house long enough to be able to afford 2 houses. So then she can get me to renovate one. We can just keep living it.
Oh God, that would be so nice. It would be so nice.
I mean, yeah. So we're basically we're engaged already. So I mean, I guess we got to get married.
Surprise! I don't think we've ever actually shared that. We've been engaged for almost a year, and we haven't got around to taking engagement photos. So like, unless you've seen me in person with the ring on my finger, yeah. So we've been engaged since July of 2024.
Okay.
Yeah, it's May of 2025. So
hard.
We've been a little busy. I've been a little pregnant. And then buying and selling houses. And yeah, there's been a lot. So yes, sorry, I interrupted you, but yes, we're renovating our dream house. We're going to get married.
Yeah. We're like kind of in the process. Like it's not like I'm like, oh man, it's my dream to get married. It's like, it's going to happen now at some point. You know what I mean? Like, yes. I don't know, hopes and dreams for the future. Yeah, I don't have like high standards really. She's like,
what does that say about me?
Well, I know. I mean, but like, what else can we really do here? You want to travel?
I could like, gonna.
Well, yeah, yeah, but the thing about Brittany's list is they're usually like, if she makes a list for like things she needs to do in a day, like I swear she would write like going to the bathroom on the list. Yeah, like it's things that are good. They're gonna happen anyways.
Makes me feel good. I get to cross something off. It was really easy. But no, I do not put going to the bathroom.
No, it's just close. It's just close.
Okay. So those are your ambitions? Finish renovating the house, stay there for more than 5 years.
But I mean like if you've got like we've got kids, so it's like as long as they're
do you want more kids?
They're in a place. No.
Just asking. That's usually on people's goal list.
Yeah, but it doesn't usually. Man, my hopes and dreams are to have a 5th kid.
We're already having that, so it would be a 6th.
No, well, I get that, but I mean, usually you don't put it on the list like that.
Well,
normally it's have kids.
Or, have 4 kids or 2 kids. There's a number attached to it.
I don't know if you normally specify the number of that.
I was very specific on our first date.
Yeah, I wanted 2 kids. We both wanted 2 kids.
Might have overshot that a little bit. You guys know I'm an overachiever.
But like, yeah, so we've got a family and we're gonna live in a house. I mean, like, I guess at some point I don't want to work anymore, but like, who wants to work?
We're working on that one. That was part of the reason we bought this house.
Yeah, but like, that's like an overall goal for every human being on the planet. Stop working.
Really love their job. I don't think that will ever be a goal.
Well, yeah, but like, you could also then do it for no, like, if you didn't need money, then it would just be a hobby, right? So I'd rather not do something I love as a job anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to be able to go, I don't want to do this right now anymore, and then walk away at any given moment.
Fair. Okay. All right. Is that the end of your list?
I guess. I mean, if I thought about it longer, maybe if you think to count.
Well, if you think of something else while I'm talking, then you can share. So getting married is kind of on there.
But like on the list. The only reason I didn't really say that is because we're already engaged. It's like
we would have been married already probably if financial issues were not an issue. But I'm excited because we purchased our new house, and I think we'll do the wedding at our house because we've got 2 acres of land. So it was like a 2 birds, 1 stone kind of situation, which is exciting. So that'll be good. We're working on those. I want Grayson to like quit his job so that we have the flexibility to travel. Travel is a big one. And I would also, within that goal, like to homeschool our children so we have the flexibility to travel. So those are all.
Who's doing that?
You.
I'm quitting my job. You're not switching up to homeschool.
Yes. I'll help. My business is like gonna get to the point where it just like runs itself and makes money, or I'd have enough funds to just hire an entire staff full of people and I just kind of check in. I'll be the supervisor.
Just like now. With like me.
The micromanage you a little bit more than I'd like to. So that's on there. I mean, I kind of want to like do some homesteady stuff at the property once it gets all set up. Nice big gardens, maybe a chicken coop. That's kind of
Is this what? See, this is what I'm talking about though. It was like, yeah, I want to like have a garden. Really a life goal.
Yeah, it is. I have no green thumbs. And I have no green fingers, not even a green pinky.
We had raspberries in there.
That did not bloom for 2 years, so I don't really consider that a very successful garden.
The tomatoes grew.
Yeah, that's true. But I honestly don't think you could kill tomatoes if you tried.
I think the raspberries were getting eaten by the bunnies.
That's possible. The strawberries definitely were. So those are some of my goals. I mean, like within the travel goal, there's a lot of different places that I would like to travel to, but we're going to overarch it so that this episode's not super, super long. I think those are some of the big ones. And just like, be happy and healthy and live a long life to get to, see my grandkids from my 5 children, because that'll be.
Yeah, you're kind of guaranteed.
We'll have some softball teams or some football teams with grandkids at this rate.
Oh, the thing is, you don't have to worry about not having grandkids. Like, statistically speaking, there's probably going to be grandkids.
One of them will have a child. Yeah, so, just be able to be around and do all those things. And yeah, okay. Those are sort of the goals for my family. And I want you here for all of it. That's why you need to quit your job. So that's the goal for our family.
Not because it makes it easier for you.
100% that too. And we literally cannot travel or do have the things that we want to right now because we're physically tied to a location that we just moved an hour away from. Okay, how do you feel most appreciated and loved by me?
Pass. It's hard to say now. We're just so busy. We don't do a lot of stuff together.
I feel like we've done a lot of stuff together this week, all things considered. We played almost 8 hours of that video game.
Yeah, but do you really want the answer to this question to be, oh, you play video games with me?
Well, it's better than pass.
I guess. To be fair, I want to pass all the questions.
You're not fine. That's all.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, you do things for me. Like, I don't want to make any of the phone calls you make. And you obviously do it because you know I don't like making the phone calls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Well, and probably also because you're at home. It's not like you can do work at the same time as being bombarded by multiple children. And you still technically make a phone call.
Yes. Well, I mean, I do most of the time. I just put it on speaker because you're usually on hold for like an hour and a half every time you call someone. So I just put it on speaker, sit it beside me, and then I'm just working the entire time. You don't necessarily have that luxury at North Star. So,
yeah, if I try to make a phone call on break, it's like impossible.
Yeah.
There's not enough time.
Are you solid with that answer?
Yeah. I mean, yes, the things you do for me, not just making phone calls.
Acts of service is apparently Grayson's love language.
Well, no, I mean, that's part of it. I mean, it's more because I know that I don't like doing it. So then you do it. So,
mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily think if you took the garbage out for me, I wouldn't necessarily feel.
Okay, fair. Okay, so I feel loved and appreciated by Grayson every time I ask him to do something and he does it without complaining, which is all the time. Truthfully, he doesn't ever complain when I ask him to do
I
things.
do it in my head. I get clean in my head, so you can't hear it.
Fair enough. But also, like, I'll be working if he happens to be like off one day or if it's a weekend and I'm doing some work time, and he'll just walk into my office and hand me my water bottle and food. And I'm just like, thank you, because I get in the zone.
That does not happen often enough for you to feel like, wow, I can't believe he does this for me.
I feel like it does.
I should do it way more often.
Let me to be fair, you're also
die at the age of 45.
To be fair, also not home all that often when I'm working, but like when I work, I get in the zone and I lose track of time, and I'm like super bad at looking after myself.
Or it's like dinner tonight. You were the only person to actually get a vegetable.
That too. Yeah, you know like what my goals are, and for myself individually or like as a family, and you help me work towards them. Hence all the home renovations and making me vegetables at dinner, because you know that I probably wouldn't eat a vegetable. I didn't make it for myself either. No, and for the record, just in case anyone's listening, we do feed our children vegetables tonight. I'm just
well, yeah, we also didn't have an overabundance of vegetables.
No,
to be fair,
we were supposed to be moving into the Airbnb tomorrow.
Like you got the one pepper we have, that also had bites taken of it because Rack out in the fridge.
That is true. That is true. And usually the fridge is like stocked full of vegetables to the point where Grayson's always mad at me that I buy too many that we end up throwing out, because I know we should all be eating vegetables.
It depends. It's only certain ones. It's like when we forget that cucumbers exist.
Spinach. We're not very good with spinach either.
Sorry, because I cook, so then I'm not cooking cucumbers. But
no, that's true. But we're supposed to be moving out of our Airbnb tomorrow, so like I didn't want to have too much stuff in the refrigerator that I then have to relocate with us. That was why there's not very many vegetables here.
I'm aware.
Yeah, but it's like all of those little things that just, it makes me feel appreciated, and you understand, and you're not angry that I'm like working on the weekend or whatever, and you're like bringing me things to make it easier.
I should be angry in the head.
Well, I can't hear that, so. Yeah, there's just, a lot of those little things. And I mean, you agreed to have 4 children when you only wanted 3, and then number 5 was totally your fault. So, but that's okay. Okay, what's something we can do to improve our communication?
Man, I'm sure there's lots of answers. I'm sure there's fun answers here.
Great, big one.
I don't know. It's hard because I feel like we don't necessarily communicate a lot, but I don't know. I mean, like we talk about things we want done, but it's not like we're like, I don't know. It's not like maybe never have I ever had the we need to talk conversation. Like you've never.
Once or twice maybe, but that was a long time ago.
But it's not like recently we're like, I can't believe you're still doing this, or like I don't like it when you do that. Like I think we're past a lot of those things.
Probably.
We're also really busy. I think we're also really busy, so it's not like we're
pick and choose our battles.
Yeah, it's not like, but like I don't know. I mean, we used to do those questions. They were nightly questions, were they? Nightly or weekly?
Weekly. We were supposed to do them on Sundays. We haven't done those in a while. Those are saved on my phone.
Yeah. So they would be like, oh, what's something that I did last week that bothered you? Or what's something that you really liked that I did last week? And there was, I don't know, 10 or 12 questions or something like that.
Do another episode. Show those later if you guys like this.
I don't want to answer those questions. But,
okay, maybe I'll do a blog post about it.
We probably should start doing those again, to be completely honest.
Yeah, we've been really busy and I kind of forget about it. I mean, I feel like our communication has been pretty solid lately. I'm proud of us that we both kind of dropped our passive aggressive, angry, non-communicating when we were upset, and now we'll like tell each other in a more calm manner if things are frustrating us. To be fair, Grayson's patience has improved immensely because he's still mad at me about the same thing about not putting the dishes in the dishwasher. And instead of, just like internalizing it for so long until he blows up about it, now you could just kind of make fun of me about it every once in a while and be like, the dishes are still not in the dishwasher.
Yeah, well, I mean, you also do like far more work than before. I don't know.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
I don't know. I feel like you're doing more other things.
Well, I mean, I have definitely since we purchased the house. There hasn't really been an option for me not to.
Well,
She's
no,
been
I
up
mean,
here all
before
the time, but
before that,
I try and balance. Like, I feel like, truthfully speaking, we have a pretty even division of labor for most couples.
it depends. It depends how you look at it. Because, like, I mean, Luca's always home with you, so like, there's not much you can do about that. But then, I don't know. It's hard because we probably have the same amount of jobs. It's just whether or not those jobs happen more often. It's like, okay, I do the dishes. I was probably doing them twice. The whole dishwasher twice a day, plus also washing like the actual cooking utensils. So it's like you could count dishes as one job, and then you can count planning a birthday party as another job. But like planning a birthday party only happens, but also I do the dishes so often, and it's not that hard. You know what I mean? So it's like planning a birthday party is clearly harder. Except we've done it so many times now that it's gotten a little easier.
Yeah, that's fair. But it's like every once in a while I'm still out in public and someone will make a comment about something and I'll be like, oh, haha, that's so funny. And I'm just like, that's just like not true for us. I mean, like I said, I feel like we have a pretty even division of labor and that's still not
one
societal norm. And everyone's like, oh, mommy will get a break from cooking and daddy's going to do whatever. I'm like, I don't cook. I don't clean.
Yeah, when all the kids are home and I'm home, then I also am taking care of like the kids more or less when they want something.
You don't know what magic potion you give our children, but I leave to go to the store for 2 hours and I come back and the house is completely clean and they've been little angels the entire time I'm gone. Grace,
I swear to God,
for 2 hours, and it's like Satan has possessed that.
I swear to God, they know they can take advantage of me. So they're just like, when mommy's here, we can get away. If mommy and daddy are here, we can get away with like a little bit of things. If mommy's gone, we get away with nothing. If daddy's gone, we get away with everything.
It's so bad, guys. I was like, I don't even understand. And I always have so much guilt about leaving. And then I come back and Grace is like, oh yeah, it was great. It was fine. And then the house is spotless. Dinner's in the oven. And I'm just like, why?
No, the one thing I'm surprised I don't get is when I take the kids to the park, I don't have people going, wow, you're such a good dad for taking them to the park.
Really?
I never get that, ever. Which is like one of those things you hear all the time that happens. It's like, I'm just taking my kids to the park. This is like the easy way of taking care of my kids.
But like the cultural assumption is still that mom does all the parent stuff, which is why I think it's like not funny when people make all those comments to me, like in the grocery store and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, I make breakfast and I do some meal prep on the weekends. And I mean, I guess it's kind of 50-50 who makes lunches for the kids. But like you make
I used to do it all the time, and now I'm just too tired.
Too busy. Speaking of which, we need to make lunches for the kids. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, but like to me, dinner is always way harder to make than breakfast. Like breakfast, there are 4 choices.
Well, I was going to say, for breakfast, that's the only thing is I'm also very inclined to just make the exact same thing over and over again. So
yeah, you would do better making breakfast. There's not as many varieties. I mean, there are, but we just don't. But yeah,
it's always different to you. That's the thing.
I don't like eating the same thing all the time, except I eat basically the same breakfast every day.
We got really off topic.
We do.
It's ridiculous.
Something
I'm sure we've already recorded. Okay, that's actually not that bad.
Something we can do to improve our communication. Yeah, you know what? I think we've kind of already been there, done that. We went to couples therapy.
Yeah, we did that.
It's a lot.
Weirdly, I also find like now we don't need to communicate as much at the same time. Like, I don't know, like we're not.
I mean, I feel like we do. It's just text communication mostly because you're on half the time.
Yeah, but that's usually not like it's not relationship issues. Like most of it is like, what are we doing with the house? What are we doing with this? Like it's normally.
I mean, some people might struggle with that.
Yes,
we don't.
Would you imagine not being able to ask what? Okay, I mean, I guess that is one of those renovations are the one thing that tears couples apart or whatever. But
it is not the case for us, evidently. But yeah, some people. Okay, so next question. How can we prioritize our marriage amidst our busy lives?
That our busy lives are basically our marriage. Is
that bad to say? I don't know.
I don't think you would literally be the same human being if we weren't.
Probably not. No. And I mean, I definitely think that there are things that we could do. And I mean, there are things that we are doing. Like I said, we played 8 hours of that video game over the last 7 days when life has been absolute chaos. I'm proud of us for that.
I mean, we just had to stay up late. I mean, today was great because they went to bed so early.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, we do talk about things when things frustrate us. So, I mean, I think that helps. I mean, it would be lovely to get back into our once a month date night pattern. I think we need to like just bench that for like another 4 to 6 weeks, and then we'll start doing that again. We need to find sitters down on our new house. But like I feel like we were always somewhat decent. I mean, once a month isn't a lot, really, when you think about it, to have as a date night. But like, we always tried to do stuff together at home too, whether it was playing video games or watching movies. I mean, I feel like it's always something.
Me and my phone while you pass out on the couch.
Pregnancy is exhausting. What do you want from me?
We're in the same room. I count that, to be honest.
Okay. There you go. Okay. So we're doing great. We're going to continue prioritizing our marriage. That's what we're going to do. Okay. What are some of your favorite memories from our time together?
So, I don't know. It's honestly really hard because a lot of this stuff blurs together with the kids.
Okay, but that's still our time together.
No, I know, but it's like, it's hard to think of, like, you know what I mean? We've done so many things that, like, everything is kind of mushed together in my head. Man, I don't know. I mean, like, you know, the standard answers would be like, you know, we bought a house and we renovated it and blah, blah, but we just keep doing that. So it's kind of, it's not like
we loved it so much we did it again.
No, I just keep doing
it. That's a sign of a good marriage, right?
But it's like, now it's not like one memory. It's like literally 80% of the entire time we've been together.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so what about things that we haven't done as often?
That's really hard.
I mean, it was fun when we went to Niagara for your birthday that first year we were dating. That was
it's hard because we've had kids most of our relationship. So it's not like we had like a whole bunch of time when we were, and it's not like Talia was old enough to have like for us to do a bunch of stuff with her before we had another child. So it's like 50% of a relationship is you recovering from pregnancy, and 25% of it is taking care of like an actual baby, and then another 25% of it is taking care of the rest of the kids.
Like, I have fun memories of stuff that you do with the kids, though. I still remember you playing with Talia and stuff on the couch.
And like we went to the, like when we go places, we went to like the aquarium. But it's like, it's hard to call that like when I'm like, oh, a memory of like us together. It's like, wow, we kind of did that with the kids. So it's just like a kid's outing.
Play a fieldy things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have.
Like, I'm sure there's lots of things. It's just
probably.
It's just like when I think about our entire relationship, it's like 90% of the kids were there. So I'm trying not to count like we went to this thing with the kids.
Yeah.
Because the kids wanted to. Because usually most of the memories are the kids.
Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say this is my favorite memory, but a really distinct memory is when I came back from that work trip that I took when I was at JA and I was in Mexico for a week and I felt like I was going to die. I was legitimately so happy to see you. It was ridiculous.
That's all you can say. It's not like we did anything.
No, I was just so happy to like see you and be back in Canada and be able to talk to someone that understood me.
When we went to Niagara Falls, post kids.
Okay, so with the girls.
Yeah, because remember we went on like the Ferris wheel and stuff.
Yeah, that was fun. Rainforest Cafe, they like that.
Yeah.
I don't think they remember that. I feel like they remember the Ferris wheel. I think they've mentioned that, but I don't think they remember going.
That's like when we were at the aquarium and Bria would put her hand in the thing.
For the stinger.
You know, like shoot air. No, words shoot air into your hand. She would like freak out. And then she would laugh. And then she would like Talia would freak out.
It's like I think I just say, but most of the memories are with the girls, but it's only because they're older.
Yeah. Well, and nobody will babysit, so like, how are we supposed to have?
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Okay. Moving on to the next question. All of our favorite memories are apparently all of our memories. So just to summarize, in case you missed the point of that one. Okay. How can we make our time together more meaningful and fulfilling?
Yeah, that actually is very funny considering we couldn't really answer the last question because we didn't have any memories together.
More things without the children.
That would be a way to do it. It's hard. I mean, I feel like also a lot of the things we like doing is like watching movies together, watching TV together, and it's
not necessarily core memories. Though,
yeah, but it's hard to say that makes it more like fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
But like, how about buying a house together and renovating the whole thing for our family to live in? Does that count?
Mm-hmm. I feel like
how can we make it more fulfilling?
I feel like some people look at me funny if they find out that I'm not actually married, but I have 5 children.
I don't get that. Nobody looks at me in any, like, I've definitely told people that, and nobody seems to have like a negative reaction to it. Like maybe when we were like still dating, like or engaged. Being engaged is like really easy. Oh yeah, my fiance and kids, like it's nobody really seems to care all that much. Mm-hmm. For me at least. I also don't talk to that many people, so
fair.
The 6 people I know are fine with it and have been for the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I had something that I was going to continue saying about what I was just saying, and now I don't remember.
What were you talking?
I don't know. People looking at me funny that we're not actually married. Oh, I was going to say, what I was going to say was Grayson proposes not actually, but like in actions proposes every day with the sheer number of things he does for me and the things he lets me do. And the amount of houses we buy, renovate, and the number of children we have. I don't need a piece of paper to tell me that he loves me. But we will get married anyway. But it's more so for tax benefits, but you know.
No, it's not. There's literally no difference.
I mean, I think there is. You know, when we get older, we get to like the old age thing. And then if you die, I think I get some of the money. So, you know.
Cool. I'm going to get murdered, I think.
No, that would void it. And just like the life insurance policy, I can't kill you.
Well, does it count if you work me to death? Is that murder?
I don't know. Let's take that up with the court of law. I don't plan on doing that, though. Why would I want you to quit your job just so that I could
work me to death? I think that's exactly why you want me to quit my job.
No, we can travel. Okay, I feel like we got off topic on this question again. What was it? Oh, how can we make our time together more meaningful and fulfilling? We just need to have more time together without children. Not that I don't love our kids, but it apparently sounds like that's what we.
It would probably help if we had a plan in advance. Like what we. I don't know. It's more meaningful.
I don't know that.
It's really hard to say. You know what I mean? Like it's not like
I know.
Like it's like we're literally buying. We sold a house and then bought a house specifically so it'd be bigger for our family to live in.
Yeah.
And more space for the kids to play. Right. And then renovating it, which seems like it should be like meaningful.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, it's like when you're in it, it's like, man, I'm just buying a house and renovating the whole thing so I can live, I can sleep somewhere.
It's like, I feel like everything we do is meaningful and fulfilling because it helps us work towards our goals. And like our goals are all very like family oriented. We want to spend more time together.
Maybe it probably feels that way because we're very fulfilled currently.
Yes. Which I find hilarious because I'm pretty sure my mother would disagree with that exponentially. But, you know, let's leave her out of this conversation or it'll get much longer. Okay. There's stuff over this. Okay. What's one thing you wish we did more often as a couple?
Man, if only we didn't have kids for like maybe another year or something.
Like, I know I'm supposed to let you answer the questions first, but I really wish we had traveled more before having Talia, but also like we weren't planning to have Talia, so there wasn't really.
Also,
we couldn't plan for that.
Well, it's also not like we could really afford to travel anyways.
No, I mean we could have if we didn't purchase the house. We could have used the money that I had saved to go on a vacation, but.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm sure we could kind of have, but it would have been one of those things where it's like. With the apartment, we were still using a good amount of our money. I was also working 3 jobs at one point.
Yes. I forgot about that.
So I don't think we would have been traveling with that.
I don't think you were still working 3 jobs. Oh, well, that would have been after.
It was, 3 jobs was really temporary.
Yeah.
But I was working 2 for like a really long time.
Yeah, because you worked at Boston Pizza
really
later.
I honestly don't really even know how long it was.
I know.
It feels like it was.
Because you're at Boston Pizza and Lamplighter, but then there was also a period of time when you were at Lamplighter and North Star, wasn't there?
I was at Boston Pizza in Lamplighter.
Yeah.
And then
there was a time where you worked at the rec room.
The rec room at the same time as so all three of those were at the same time.
Yeah.
And then started working at North Star. When did that happen?
I don't know, but I feel like there were a couple times where you had to like leave the lamplighter early, or you were showing up late to the lamplighter.
Yeah, I was showing up late to North Star every day. No, it was the other way around. I was showing up late to the lamplighter every day, but I didn't work there that long.
I don't think so.
3 months, maybe. Although working 3 jobs for 3 months is.
I feel like quit at the rec room before you started working at North Star, didn't you?
I don't know.
I feel like I did.
At some point, well, okay, it would have been rec room, hotel,
and
Boston Pizza.
Yeah.
At the same time.
I think it was because...
And I got fired at Boston Pizza because they didn't like me.
To be fair, I literally listened. I probably shouldn't say this on air since we live in St. Thomas and a lot of people know the owner of the business, but I literally listened to the owner of the business go through a list of his employees in the kitchen and say how much he hated all of them and how they were all shitty workers.
Well, that's funny because
it was not true, for the record.
If everybody in the kitchen had a list with just his name on it, it would be amazing because all of them would tell you how much they hated him.
Okay, well, there was one person in the kitchen that he liked. He's like, this is the only good worker we have out of like 20 people. And I was like, oh my goodness, maybe that's why they're not good workers, because they know how much you don't like them. Like, that is just bad from an HR perspective.
Well, here's the thing. If you pay someone minimum wage, you're not going to like the way they work. That's like guaranteed.
That's fair. That's an accurate assumption. Yeah.
And if you do, they're not going to keep working there.
Yeah, it was really high turnover. Not great training, crappy management. I mean, from that perspective, I was great. I was fun.
And work along. That's the thing, right?
No, because
if you're getting terrible wage,
it was because they did pay me very much, which was only part of it. But I mean, also, that was never supposed to be a long-term job for me. And then as soon as we started dating, it became a conflict of interest. So I kind of didn't really have a choice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not like they knew. So
yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that we got away with it because it was like a month and a half.
Well, anybody in the kitchen wouldn't have cared.
That's true.
And wouldn't any of the service, only the management would have cared anyway.
No, but like, I just in general, I really don't think anyone knew.
And us.
It's like we went back a couple times, and then they would see us together. They're like, "Oh my god, you guys are dating?" It's like, yeah, we were dating while I still worked here. Like that. Newsflash, you're 2 years behind here. But anyway, I mean, I say it has high turnover, but also at the same time, we go back now, even like 5 and 7 years later, maybe not 7, 5 probably, maybe 6. And some of the staff are still the same.
Yeah, it's like I worked there for 5 years.
The servers come and go.
I worked there for 5 years, and the people that were there before me were still there when I left. So, like, what are the odds that they're gonna leave?
Yeah, some of them are lifers, even given the circumstances. Anyway, again, we got off topic.
This is gonna be a nightmare to edit. I'm gonna take almost none of this out.
That's fine. That's the humor of the conversation.
It's literally not even longer than your normal episodes, which is amazing considering how off topic we are.
Hopefully you guys love hearing us talk about random things. Okay, what's one thing we wish we did more often as a couple? Yeah, traveling, I think, is the big thing. And maybe just staying home on the weekend and doing nothing. That's probably
okay. Yeah,
answer.
I was gonna say you don't agree with that.
Well, it depends. It depends on what phase of my cycle I'm in. If I'm in my spring or summer, I don't want to be home. I want to be out doing things with the kids. If I'm in my fall or winter, I do not want to leave the house. But that is just like a within the last year revelation. I never understood that before.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just the type of person that doesn't really care what we're doing. Because like I said, I count it if we're just in the same room together.
That's fair.
So like,
just like there are times too.
When I think about what I want to do with you, it's not like I'm like, oh man, I want to go to Rome with Brittany. Like, to me, it's like, I'm just going to end up in a hotel room looking at things. Or like, I'm either in a hotel room or we are out just looking at things. I don't know. I don't think it would feel all that different.
No, and like I mean, to be fair too, like I feel like we do spend quite a bit of time together. It's like we're not always actively doing things together.
But hell, I'm at work and I almost get full on conversations.
Okay.
Through text messages.
I was gonna say, sometimes you would be playing video games on your computer with your friends, but like I would still be there, and I would intentionally come downstairs and work beside you instead of working in my office, so that it felt like we were spending time together, even if we were actively doing things together. But I do wish that we would like play more board games and stuff together. I think that would be nice. I've been felt
so hard.
Content creator.
You really need to get more 2-person board games is the issue.
Well, that's, and yeah, the account that I just followed, they're called Tabletop Family. I think I'll link them in the show notes. And she shares a lot of like card games that you can play with kids or with 2 players. She even shared some board games that are really great with just a couple people too. So I think that will help, because you're right. A lot of our board games that we have are like, I intentionally purchased knowing that we usually have 4 to 6 people when we have board game nights.
Yeah, we also like have a lot of like the classics, but not a lot of like, here's this new thing that somebody made that's like, kind of like all the rage. It's like, you can only play like sequence so many times before you're like, okay, here's...
Yep.
know each other's strategy like far too much to...
Yeah, that's fair. And I mean, some of them too, like the strategy games are great and we don't play them very often, like Catan, which is technically 2 players, but they just like take a long time.
And like
usually have that long.
Brittany's like the board game person. So like if we're gonna play the classics and then I'm gonna lose every time, what's the point?
I can see why that would be fun for you. But if we started like playing more new games, then that's we're figuring.
Yeah, because we're not.
Neither of us have played.
Yeah, you don't know all the strategy and everything.
It's like I should show you their board game collection from the account that I follow. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. Can we have a board game room in our house?
I mean, no, because I think everything's already accounted for, right?
Chaotic. You don't get a man cave. I get a board game.
Well, like, what if we cut it in half? Because I don't need that much space, right? Like, if I've got a desk and then like some shelves, and then so like there's the staircase that goes up, and then there's like the other wing.
Yeah.
We use like the one wing for storage, and then the other wing, if we took half of it, like for when the staircase forward, I was like,
we pre-decided that the other half of your man cave needs to be for like hot water tanks and furnaces, but
we're not bringing furnaces.
That's true. We'll see. Maybe we'll just build an extension. Maybe it'll go in the spare room downstairs on the main floor.
Yeah.
Because I don't really...
Screw working out. Board game time.
Well, can it be both? Can it be board games?
No, it ruins the vibe. The feng shui of the room is ruined if you have something where you need to be active and something where you don't need to be active. That's how it works.
Okay. We'll see. To be determined, but we might put a board game. I really like the table that they have. It's like a custom like coffee game. Anyway,
I kind of wanted to do that for Dungeons and Dragons, so we have like a whole game table.
That would be something that I would like us to do as a couple. We keep talking about it, but there's like never actually time for us to play, nor do we actually have other players to play with. Your friends are pretty flighty, and Alex is kind of navigable. I hope you're not listening to this, Alex.
He's actually not.
I know that he's too self-centered to care. Yeah. Okay. Well, that brings us to the end of our checklist.
We've answered exactly 0 of the questions on this.
No, we answered all of them. We just
not well.
Good answers.
Terrible.
How is our relationship so happy and fulfilling when it feels like we failed this assessment?
I feel like the problem with this is a lot of these questions are for people who maybe haven't figured out their entire relationship.
I guess.
Figured
out our entire relationship.
Well, I mean, I guess not, but I mean, like after we went to like therapy and stuff, like I feel like
it helped a lot.
I feel like a lot of this stuff isn't so much of like a.
We should book a maintenance section just so that I can connect with Allie again, because I feel like it's been too long. Honestly, I swear to God, we see her like once a year, because I sometimes did solo sessions and I'd be like, so what was my life like when we talked last? And she'd tell me, I'd be like, oh, so we've sold our house. I'm having another child. The child that I was pregnant with last time is now almost 1. She's like, okay, give me a minute to catch up. It's like, I mean, she's technically our therapist, my therapist, our therapist, whatever. But at the same time, I feel like she's just one of those friends that we just like only see once a year. So we should pick another session soon. Yeah. So I will list all of the questions probably in the blog post with this episode if you would like to go through it with your partner as well without having to listen to our 45 now, probably almost an hour long conversation of more or less nothing.
Still gonna be an hour long. And I'm gonna have to still listen to the whole thing so I can cut out some of our weird conversations. And you're still gonna get us You're still going to get weird conversations. It's going to be like, when you got out.
I honestly,
what could possibly be weirder than the one that they already were talking about?
I like honestly don't go back and listen to the episodes very much. I should. I probably should.
I used to listen to them every single one to see how the editing sounded.
Yeah.
But
I feel like we're just in a groove now. I mean, I'm not entirely sure when this episode's going up, but it's either going to be just before 100 or just after. So like, kind of know what we're doing now.
You should figure out.
I want to do something fun for me.
Did you say just before or after 100?
Yeah.
I thought we were like 70 something.
We're at 96, darling. 96 was the episode that went up today, and I recorded 4 more on Tuesday. So we're going to hit 100 no matter what.
Yeah. So now you got to record another one on top of that just to figure out what episode 1.
Correct. But I need a topic for that episode. Right?
You see what this says, by the way?
Uh-huh. 61 gigabytes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. You're recording in way too high of a quality.
I don't choose it.
That's insane. There are entire video games that aren't that big.
Grayson has issues with my podcasting strategy, apparently. Anyway, I feel like we should wrap this up since we're off topic again.
I know. You have to cut out 10 minutes or something.
Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of the Go Get Great podcast. If you loved our conversation today, please let me know, and we will try and do more. If you have any topic suggestions or questions you want Grayson or I to answer, hit up my DMs on any of my Instagram accounts. And if you're like, this is not helpful, I did not enjoy this, also please let me know and we won't do this again. I also will not be offended if you're like, Brittany, please stop.
This is going to be our highest viewed episode.
They usually are. Honestly, like our couples therapy one, it was like up there. Anyway, okay. See you all next week. Thank you so much for tuning in to Go Get Great. I hope you found some useful tips and tricks that can help you make life and business work together. If what I said resonates with you, please share it on social media and don't forget to tag at Brittany Miller Socials so that I can celebrate you for taking those first steps towards achieving greatness. Remember, success doesn't happen overnight. It takes dedication, hard work, and a lot of spirit. So don't be afraid to dream big and go after what you want. Keep striving for greatness. You get closer with every step forward, no matter how small they may seem. Until next time, go get great.